Alright everybody, welcome back to the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes tier list. That's right, I've enjoyed doing a few of these, and we are continuing this trend with ranking every single updated profile picture. And I mean, this is going to be a long one, so strap in. The context for this is Galaxy of Heroes obviously updated a bunch of their portraits, and there was a file that I found called all updated portraits. So if there's a portrait that wasn't in that file, I'm sorry, I ain't going through it. I'm sorry, I ain't going through and adding one character. This is the updated portraits that I found from that file, and if it wasn't in the file, get lost. I don't care. Sorry, it's close enough. Sorry. So anyways, this is what we'll be looking at today. If this sounds fun to you, entertaining, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. We do a lot of fun Galaxy of Heroes content on here all of the time. And again, this is just a fun side opinion. This doesn't matter. Let's just have fun with this one. Let's sit back, relax, and enjoy looking at this beautiful art. Now, we will talk about the art a little bit more as we go through it, but I think we need to establish what the tiers are. S tier is literally the best art in the game. It's some of the best art in the game is S tier. We go through S through D tier, and I don't really think there's any E or F tiers, so I specified that. E tier would be looks bad. This looks really, really, really bad. D through S kind of look fine, but we're going to nitpick and we're going to poke at it. E is objectively this looks bad, and the bottom one is literally I don't know what I'm looking at, because there is a few things in this that's like I literally don't know who this is. And there's one in particular that's actually on screen right now in this shot, who I literally don't know who they are right now. So we're gonna be going through that, and that's basically the tier. So without any further ado, I mean, let's just get started, man. This is gonna take forever. Ayla Sakura. This profile picture is pretty cool. I don't like. This is kind of a thing I don't like about a lot of the profile pictures, which you'll see in a bit here. I don't really like when they have the lightsaber in the portrait, because it kind of feels out of place and weird. I kind of would just prefer it if they didn't have the lightsaber in the picture. So, I mean, it's a fine shot of her, but I mean, I definitely have something I complain about. I don't like when the lightsaber's in the shot. So for now, I'm gonna quickly scroll through here, and I'm gonna throw all of these in D tier. Just for now, we might go back and update these because these are pretty tough. But just to get like a basis for like, you know, like how we're starting this off. Let's lay the groundwork, I suppose you could say, right? Let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna put them in D tier. I'm gonna put these ones in C tier. Right. I'm gonna put these in C tier, but these ones I'm gonna leave in D tier because I'm pretty sure these ones are stolen art. This is a Battlefront 2 mod. This one is also from Battlefront 2. I feel like this is from like a Star Wars card game or like the Pandemic Clone Wars game or something like that. And I'm pretty sure this is just a picture of Kylo Ren. We can also say the same thing for Barriss here. That's literally just a picture of Barriss. So we're gonna throw all of those in that category. Let's see. Is there any other ones I can see? This Maul one just looks like a Battlefront 2 mod as well. I don't know if it is, but it. Again, lightsaber as well. I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan of when the lightsaber is in shot, distracting from it. I can also say the same thing, I guess, with Zalbar, but it's not really a lightsaber, so it's not really deflecting the color in a different way. Juhani would be also in this. But I don't think this is stolen art, so I'll put that in C tier. What I see right now that I feel like we just have to get out of the way is... Omega looks so bad. Like, so bad. Maybe I should go in this corner, and then I should zoom it in a little bit. That's probably what I should do, so you guys can see the profile pictures a little bit better. Omega looks so bad in this. Like, this is, like, shockingly how awful. This doesn't even look like a person. This looks like a taxidermied rat. That's what this looks like. I can't even believe that this is an officially published Lucasfilm image. Anyways, going on from this, I think Ahsoka, that's a pretty tough one. Snips, that's a pretty tough picture of her. Same thing with Armorer. I think this would probably be... Okay, so I should specify this. I'm not going to put all of them in order except for the S tier. The S tier is going to be the only one that I'm going to put in order because I feel like they're that good. These two feel like they're updated pictures, but also especially the armor, kind of feels like it's still got that Galaxy of Heroes vibes to it, like kind of like that cartoony art style that people like about it, but also bring it a lot more realistic. Like this feels like in this, I don't know if this is a good thing, but it kind of feels like a Fortnite skin with this picture. Maybe it is. That might be where. Maybe it's a stolen picture from Fortnite, dude. I don't even know. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna go with this. I feel like R2 kind of falls into this C tier category. It's fine. I don't know. I feel like I do like a lot of these ones better, honestly. I think even with the lightsaber in the profile picture, I mean, this is just a picture of R2. There's not a lot you could do with it that's super dynamic. It's just very basic. Aura saying, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this one. I do like that they tried, but I mean, it's nothing crazy. And like, this is just, it's kind of fine. It's cool, I guess. It's nothing, it doesn't blow me out of the water, but it's not horrendous, if that makes sense. So, maybe we use B1 and also put that in B tier. I think this looks better as a good mix of like Clone Wars and live action, a lot of live action stuff in there. But I think it looks good. Now, Bastila Shan, I am a huge fan of how they've done Bastil in this game. Because they've taken a KOTOR character that we've seen a low poly, and they gave her a live action appearance, and she looks great. She looks really great. So I'm really a fan of how they've done her, and I think that's a solid A tier. Baze Malbus, this is a tough one. He looks great, but I don't know if it's like up there with A tier. Like a lot of these shots are like not taking up a lot of the frame. They're just an action, like not even an action pose. They're not in an action pose. They're in a still shot, nothing blocking them. But it just looks so tough with these ones right here. Baze is kind of filling up the screen a lot here. He's in an action pose, which is cool. I kind of just prefer these ones, I guess. BB-8. It sucks. I mean, I should say that I should give, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of looks bad, I'm going to give this into stolen. I'm going to put this in stolen. Like this art, the stolen category. I'm going to put it in there. And then we can kind of move around there. There, this feels a little bit better, I think. I think this feels a little bit better. If we were to do this, this kind of changes things. I don't think I'm going to move these guys higher than C tier, but I'm going to move Ayla down to D tier. And I don't think these guys can be above C tier. Also going to put R2 in D tier because I mean it's just kind of basic and whatever. Now this might be a hot take, but I think this is our first S tier of the video, and I think that's Echo from the Bad Batch. I think this is Tech from the Bad Batch. Wrecker and Hunter kind of feel a little off to me. They're really good, but they feel a little bit off. Wrecker's helmet looks way too big for the image. It just looks way too big. His neck looks really small. Helmet looks way too big. It's a cool shot, but I mean, you're also kind of covering the bottom of his helmet there. And Hunter's helmet just feels a little off. I don't know what it is. It just kind of feels... I don't know what's the right word to describe it. Really thin? Really long? It feels a little odd. I don't really know what's wrong with it. But if the helmet was touched up a little bit, I think it would be S tier for sure. Echo, I know his is a little bit, kind of has the same thing going on with Hunter, where it's like a little weird. But I think in this picture, it works because it kind of feels like Galaxy of Heroes in that picture. I think Echo is an S tier profile picture. And Tech as well, super subtle. He's got a lot going on, some color within his eyes too, with the yellow visor, obviously, and it just looks so good. I'm a huge fan of these Bad Batch portraits. Biston, I mean, who cares? Like, don't care. Boba Fett, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this one, but it doesn't jump out at me as anything exciting. Bodhi Rook, I don't care. I mean, sorry, Dank Ideals, but this profile picture just isn't doing it for me. However, we do have, I think, another S tier on our hands. This is what, Bo-Katan, or is it Mommy Mandalorian? This should be Bo-Katan, because this is this is the updated profile pictures, meaning that this is Bo-Katan. So I think Bo-Katan's profile picture goes hard, bro. It is so cool. I am a huge fan of it. I love it. I mean, there's an argument that I do think Echo is the best one. I think that Bo and Tech are probably tied. I don't know where I would put it, but I'll leave the Bad Batch Bros together for now. Bosk is a great profile picture. Huge fan of how they updated it to be more accurate, but it kind of feels like it should have been accurate in the first place. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know why this is that much of an improvement. It shouldn't have been as bad as it was in the first place. So that's kind of where I'm with it. Now, I was really having a hard time with the 3PO profile picture here because I kind of want to put it in S tier as well. I feel like this is an S tier profile picture. I really like, again, doesn't fill the frame, but it's got some color in it. They did a really good job with reflecting the light. I think they went hard on C-3PO. I think they made him look real damn good. Another S tier right after that, I think Cad Bane is one of the best profile pictures in this game. I love how they did the cross between all of his appearances. This is a cross between his Clone Wars season 2 or season 1 appearance, his season 4 appearance with the hat. This is his season 1 outfit. It's his Book of Boba Fett head with the Clone Wars season 4 hat. That's what this is, and I think they've done a great job of mixing it all together. And he's got the toothpick, looking tough. Love Cad Bane, so glad to see he's back in here, looking tough as hell. Candyman here, I mean, it's fine. It's fine, I guess. I don't know. Cara Dune, she looks fake. It looks... I saw someone comment on this when we were talking about profile pictures. This one looks like it's AI generated, and then they put Cara Dune's face on it. I'm not a huge fan of this. I don't like it very much. It's not a fan. Not a fan of that. Calvin Awesome, Karth himself, where does he go? Where does he fit into this equation? I mean... I feel like they did a good job, but at the same time, it's like, it feels like why is he looking like that? Why is he looking at me like that? Why is he like half smirking? I don't know. I'm going to put the Old Republic guys down there. The Chewies, I look at half of these and I can't tell who these two are. I don't know. One of them is probably Clone Wars. This one's probably the Clone Wars one. And this is probably the main one. But I shouldn't have to think about it this hard. And again, if you're remembering, if we had a relic profile picture on this, you're not really going to be able to see the picture, like the crossbow, that much. So, yeah, I wouldn't really be able to tell them apart. So we're going to put them there. Chupak, I think this is fine. Nothing wrong with it. And Vandor Chewie, I'm not a fan of, like, he looks like he's smirking. Why does his goggles look like that? I'm not really a huge fan of how they've done my boy Vandor Chewie over here. The Ewoks, I really have to think really hard about who... Oh, actually, hold on. I see that I put Chirpa in here twice, so I'm actually going to scroll to the bottom of this and just throw Chirpa at the very bottom of the list and just remember not to do him again. But, point being, continuing with what I was talking about. Oh, we had another Clone Wars Chewie in here. Uh-oh. I have repeats. Oh, no. We have repeats. Okay. That's something we got to watch out for and try and remember. Chirrut Imwe, I think this is fine. I mean, I'm not... it just looks kind of off. Like, he kind of looks like Cara Dune and like Vandor Chewie. Like, something just feels off about this. Now that I'm looking at Ayla Secura, her face is really thin. Like, she has a thin face in the movies, but this is really thin. Chopper, I do like Chopper's profile picture. I don't love it. I like it. I like the hands coming out. It feels more like Chopper, but it feels like he's taking up a large chunk of the frame, which is, I guess, good. It's kind of what they do with R2. That's just the thing, is that Chopper's smaller, so it's the same idea. I think they did better here than they did with R2. It's just, I don't know. This is Colonel Stark. If I haven't played Imperial Troopers, like, forever, I wouldn't know who that was. I wouldn't know that was Colonel Stark. I don't know who Colonel Stark is, by the way. Is Colonel Stark someone they just made up for this game? Is he the first made-up character for this game? I have no idea who Colonel Stark is, by the way. Anyways, I'm looking at the stolen character. I probably should specify it says looks stolen. I should say looks stolen. Looks like this is a real thing that CG came up with. Anyways, continue with what we're talking about. Cat. They made Cat look weird in this game. They like tried to do Rosario Dawson plus Clone Wars, but also the Leku is way too big, especially on the top. It just doesn't. I don't know why they tried to do the Rosario Dawson face on this. Because we also saw this version of Ahsoka in a flashback, and it wasn't Rosario Dawson, but they did Rosario Dawson anyways. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one, Chief. Cup. Cup is actually a great profile picture. It's simple. They've kind of muted the colors though, which I'm not a huge fan. I wish they kind of left the colors more vibrant. I know I'm not really ranking the order of these, so I'm just kind of doing it rough. Kind of trying to keep S and A tier in order, but B tier and beyond is not really in order. Daka's fine. I think it's good. Not great. I don't know. Actually, they kind of made her look hard. She actually kind of goes hard. I actually am a fan of it. But yeah, speaking of going hard, bro, Dark Trooper. Whew! Dark Trooper is a mean... Oh, dude, Dark Trooper is a mean profile picture. That is one good profile picture for Dark Trooper. Dark Trooper, they've always made Dark Trooper look good. And all of the art and all that stuff, they made Dark Trooper look good all the time. Same thing with Malik, dude. Malik looks so good in the new live action style that they're doing here. Oh, he looks great. Dengar. I've seen a lot of people not like the Dengar appearance. To me, this kind of just feels like a sideshow picture. Like, it kind of just feels like a toy. Which, now that I'm talking about, I'm fairly certain that this picture of the Mando pictures that they used, that this is just a sideshow figure. So I'm going to put the Mandos in the stolen category, because I'm pretty sure this is just the sideshow figure poster thing. And also Ethcott, that's stolen. So, anyways, point being, CG needs to get their stuff together. But Dengar kind of feels... I'll put him in the middle. I'll just put him in the middle. Count Dooku, he looks fine. I'll put him in B tier. I think he's better than these guys, but not amazing. Droideka looks good, not amazing. Embo, I am kind of in between them. I think this is a better shot of him, but it takes up so much of the screen. But it does look so good though. I think it's either top of A tier or bottom of S tier. I'll put it in S tier for now, and maybe we can move it around. I think I hate to put so many of these in S tier, like off rip, because I mean, once we get later, we won't be able to have to do this so often. But Emphas Nest is such a good profile picture. I'm gonna put Emphas Nest probably above 3PO, probably above Malik actually. Yeah, they knocked it out of the park with Emphas Nest. It looks so good. Continuing on, we have the Palpatines here. I'm gonna put Sith Eternal in the top of like B tier. I'm gonna put this version of him in like... I'm gonna keep them together actually. I mean, it looks good. It's fine. So now we're getting the territory of like Ewoks. And Ewoks, I really need to start looking at to like figure out what is what. I'm pretty sure this is Paploo, I think. I always have to like stare at Paploo. I'm like, who am I looking at right now? Who is this? Oh yeah. This isn't Tebow. I actually don't remember who this is at all. This is Ewok Scout. I have no idea. I don't remember who this is. So I don't remember who that is. That's wonderful. And also while we're looking in this category, Ezra. This is awful. Oh my god. They made Ezra look so bad in this. I mean, how do you even do that? How do you even make it look that awful? Yeah, you're going to the back of the line, bro. Yeah, yikes. Anyways, the other Ewoks I'm putting in the bottom of D tier. They all are so confusing. I think the only one I can kind of like immediately tell in game when I stare at it is Wicket. And the other ones I have to really stare at for a second before I get it. Scout as well. Scout and Wicked are the best Ewok pictures. For sure. Sorry if I'm yawning a lot. For context, I'm recording this at 1:45 in the morning, so that's my bad. Resistance here, this is stolen. That's just a picture of Finn. That's just a picture of Finn. And this is just a picture, so that's not even art. They just stole those from the promotional images. Another picture I'm looking at right here. This is awful of Hux. They did. Why is he balding? Why is Hux balding? Hux was not balding in the movies. They made that look awful. Anyways, First Order officer. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, I really like the individual pictures for First Order Stormtrooper, First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot, or whatever it is, like the pilots, whatever, the First Order pilots. But you can't really tell who's who when you put them next to each other. You have to really think about that for a second. So I'm going to put them in D tier. Sith Trooper's pretty cool. I'll put him in like bottom of B tier. It's fine. It's cool. There's nothing wrong with it. First Order Stormtrooper, I actually really like the First Order Stormtrooper picture. I think they did a good job. Kind of reminds me of the old Rex profile picture where he's like kind of moving in frame. I think they did a good job of that. I'm a fan of that. So I think they did a good job. Gormian. The Gormian is just whatever. I mean, whatever. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's nothing great with it either. Gar Saxon. If I wasn't a Star Wars fan, I would not have recognized this as Gar Saxon. This is, well, one, he's a, animated character coming to live action here, excuse me. But it's just the way he's looking at me. Like, I can't even see his eyes. I don't even know, like, where he's looking. He kind of looks like he doesn't have them, which I think is strange. So I'm not really a fan of it. It looks off. He looks like one of those characters that's off. Now, Gas. Gas is I think, at a surface level, is a good profile picture, but let's put this next to Anakin. You can't really tell when you have the relic thing around it. It's kind of hard to tell. The only way you can tell is when Anakin has the new lightsaber, which I don't like. So I'm going to put that in C tier. Now, the Geos. I just realized I won't be able to tell who any of them are. This is Poggle. I'm pretty sure this is also just a picture of Poggle. I'm pretty sure that's just a picture of him, and they didn't make any art for it. Now, the rest of these look like actual art, but I can't tell who it is. If I had to guess, I think this is... Oh, this is Brood Alpha because it's got the shield, but it took me a while to figure that out, so we'll put that in D tier. And from here... These are two pictures. This necklace is red and this one's blue. I don't know who these are. I have no idea. Is this Sunfac? Is my guess? Is this Spy and Sunfac or Soldier and Sons? I don't know who that is either. I don't know. I don't know who the Geos are. It's kind of hard to tell with Geos though, so it's a little different. Jedi Master Kenobi, I'm gonna put him like here. That's fine, but again, I don't really like the lightsaber. And also, he looks really angry in this picture. I feel like Obi-Wan should be more relaxed in his face. I kind of would like to see if his face is a little more relaxed. Maybe he should be mewing like Ayla Secura. That might be a better idea. Greedo. I'm pretty sure that's the Battlefront 1 picture with him. Battlefront 1 picture of him with some added lighting on him. Pretty sure that's what that is, so I'm going to put that there. It's kind of sad that I actually know all this, but I mean, I guess I like Star Wars a little bit. Grief Karga, yeah, his looks pretty good. And I think they did good with his. Let's put that in B. General Grievous, his looks great. I'm gonna put that in A tier. Han Solo, it feels a little off. Feels a little off, but I'll put it in C tier. Same thing with you. Actually, yeah, I'll put the Hans together. They look a little weird, but it feels good. You know what? This isn't that bad. I'm gonna put this in. I'll put that in B tier. I'm gonna keep this in C tier though. Hera, I really like Hera's, but I feel like it's not really worth like going too high for it. Hermit Yoda, I'm pretty sure this is just a picture from the movie with some added lighting. I'm pretty sure, or it's a puppet or something. Although if it's a puppet, then they can use it. I don't know. Just a lot of these guys have unique art, and then I feel like it's just so disappointing when they don't have unique art. Like, I just don't like it. It's the same thing with Rolo. I didn't even just realize this is the same picture they used for Rolo as they did in Battlefront 1. Greedo and Battlefront and Rolo here for Battlefront 1. And then Revan and Maul and yeah, Revan and Maul from Battlefront 2. That's crazy. And Luminara. Aren't you just a picture with some added lighting? You might be. It looks stolen. Anyways, let's keep going. HK47. I hate to say it, but his new profile picture is kind of hard. It's kind of cool. I hate to say it. I really hate to do this, but it looks really good. He looks really good here. Look, we have some history. All right, HK and I have had some history. We've had our ups and we've had our downs. I've had to Relic 3 him because of Rain. Thank you, Rain, for that, by the way. But at the end of the day, this is a cool picture of him. All right, I'll give it that. I'll give him that. Holdo, if I didn't know that was Holdo, I wouldn't have guessed that being Holdo. I don't know if that makes sense. This looks awful. She looked awful. I don't know why she looks like that. IG-12. Sure. I mean, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Honestly, IG-86 here, I think, is who this is. And this looks a lot better than either of the IGs. And I believe this is 88. 88's fine. I mean, nothing wrong with it. I'm a Gundai. This one goes hard. I'm a Gundai is really cool. He's got a really good profile picture for sure. Imperial Super Commando. This is an S tier profile picture. I mean, I gotta put him like there. I think I might even put this above Nest. I think this is what I might do. Like, this is really cool. They did a good job with this one. I'll leave it at that. They did a good job with this one. I'm also going to move the Stormtrooper up to, like, here. And I'm going to move Ahsoka down here, I think. I'm going to move Grievous up here. I'm a Gundai here. Yeah. I'm trying to do my best to keep the top 2 rows organized a little bit better. Next up, we have Jango Fett. This one's crazy as well, actually. I probably would put this, like... Probably would put that... there. No. You know what? This might be S tier. I think it's an S tier one. The Jawas. I can't tell them apart in this game. I can't. Let's see. Now, Jedi Counselor, you can't really tell who this is. I mean, you can tell it's Jedi Counselor, but I don't like how you cloudy the faces. And then also, with this one, what's that look like her ears? Like, her ears look weird in this picture. I don't know if I like it. It looks weird. Jedi Revan, though, goes so hard. As far as I know, this isn't a stolen mod, but it very well could be. I'm going to put Jedi Revan, like... I'm going to put it at the top of A tier. I don't know if it's S tier, but top of A tier feels fair. Jolie Bindo. I am a fan of Jolie Bindo's. I think I'll put it at the bottom of, like, A tier. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. Jyn Erso. Some of this just kind of feels off. It's kind of like with the ones that feel off. K2. I don't like how he's staring at me like that. It's a little strange. It's a little strange. But, I mean, this looks cool. Kanan's does look really cool. Kanan looks great. I'm going to put Kanan... I like the arms crossed dudes together. That's kind of like the vibe I'm going for. If I do it this way, now they're like back to back. They're like bros. So I'm gonna put them back to back like bros. Krennic, you feel weird. You're another one that just feels off. Like, the Photoshop is not great on this guy. Queel, nothing wrong with it. It's fine. Ben Solo, I don't really know why you're in this folder, because you don't really feel... I don't think they changed this one at all, actually. So, I mean, you're just not really supposed to be on this list. I mean, you're fine. There's nothing wrong with it. SLKR's new profile picture is hot. It goes so hard, though. It goes so hard. We're gonna put this there. Yeah. And then Kylo Ren unmasked. I mean, this is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. L3's looks pretty good. I'll put her like the bottom of A tier. Lando, this looks, I'm pretty sure that's stolen. I'm like 90% sure that's stolen from somewhere, actually, I should say. How close are we? Alright, well, it can at least fit on the screen now. So we're getting there. We're getting there. And we're only we're halfway into this video with like a half hour. Okay. Okay, Skiff Guard Lando, I feel like I've seen this picture from somewhere as well. Although I guess this is also just his profile picture. I don't think they updated this one either. I think this is just in here. There's a second log ray in here. Yeah, there's 2 log rays, so I'll put those at the back. While I'm back here, I keep seeing Darth Vader. I keep eyeing him. Darth Vader's going there. Like, that's just so good. It's just so good. Sorry, I know we're just kind of sitting around. I know we're waiting on it, but it's just got to go up there. Same thing with SWGOH. SWGOH has to be S tier. I'm sorry, I know we're skipping around a little bit. It's got to be S tier. I mean, maybe there. Probably there, yeah. That's probably where I'd put it. Anyways, Skiff Guard Lando. I mean, he looks fine. I mean, he looks good. I'll put it in B tier. I'll put it in B tier. Leia kind of feels off. Kind of feels off. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to kind of do some rearranging here. If I can't tell who it is in-game, I'm going to move it to F tier, or like the bottom tier. Because even if I can tell while staring at it in this menu, if I'm staring at it and I'm getting confused, then I feel like that's not good. I feel like the point of this is you should be able to easily tell who's who. I shouldn't have to like sit here and think about it. So I'm going to be moving all of these guys to the bottom tier because it's just so hard to like figure out who it is. Lobot. Sure, you're fine. Lord Vader looks pretty cool. Lord Vader looks tough. I'm going to put Lord Vader here, probably above Kanan, yeah. CLS, it looks a little strange. Looks a little strange. This Luke here doesn't feel real. I don't know about some of these. I don't know about these here. Jedi Master Luke looks fine. I'd put him like near the top of B tier. This one I don't really like. It feels a little off. This one, Uncanny Valley. Jedi Knight Luke is probably the best Luke out of all of those. Honestly, I'm gonna throw him in A tier. I feel like they did Luke justice here. Magna Guard is also an A tier character for sure. Or A tier profile picture, I should say. Mission, I don't like how this looks. It feels off. Feels off, don't like it. Mob Enforcer, I don't care. I literally just don't care. Moff Gideon. Moff Gideon has a great profile picture. I think I'm going to put Moff Gideon, like, there, probably. A tier for sure, yeah. I think that's where I'm going to sit him. Mon Mothma, I'm pretty sure this is just the screenshot from the movie. They added some lighting on it, so that's stolen. Night Sisters. I mean, it looks fine. Like, I don't really care, but it's fine. And then Mother Talzin looks really cool, though. Mother Talzin is pretty cool. Put that at the bottom of A tier. Night Sister Spirit. This doesn't feel like I got changed too much, did it? I don't know. A tier. Looks good. Zombie looks pretty cool, but nothing insane. They're putting these guys in A tier. I'll put you in B tier. I feel like, no, I'm gonna put it in C tier. I'm gonna put it in C tier. It's fine. Talia. I'm gonna put with the other Night Sisters. The Night Sisters is kind of C tier. The Night Trooper, it looks awful, actually. The new profile picture looks terrible. Like the green thing here, I feel like that shouldn't be there. When I first saw this in game, it kind of feels like it's not supposed to be there. You can't really tell. You can kind of tell, like the green, it kind of just looks like it's poorly cut out when you look at the profile picture. Actually, if I pull up my Discord server, I'll actually be able to find it in here. When we were talking about when the update actually happened itself, which is, yeah, right here. I got it. This is kind of like a blown up version of it, I guess. I can't really, like, can I zoom in on it? Yeah, I can. Look. It looks so poorly cut out. I'm just not a fan of it. I just don't like how poorly cut out it is. So, there we go with that. Nihilist is really, really cool. I am a fan of Nihilist, but I do like a lot of other ones above Nihilist, so we'll put him in A tier. New Gunray just looks off. Just looks off. I don't know what it is with him, but he looks off. GK. So I guess something I should have specified here is with Jedi Master Kenobi and a General Kenobi, they're the same model, but they've just changed the clothes, basically. Kind of moved the head a little bit. Super complicated and annoying to try and defer the two. So if I can't look at it immediately in-game and tell who that is, then it is a bad profile picture. So I'm going to put it in there. Now, Old Ben, you're fine. I mean, it's, yeah, sure, it's fine. Padme, she's fine. Whew. We'll put Padme there. We'll put Padme there. Palpatine looks good. I put this near the top. I'm gonna keep the Palpatines together, the pickle times together. Pow. I don't like how they've done the lighting and the contrast on this guy. He looks a little off. Looks a little weird. Kind of looks similar to Lobot, where they just overdid the lighting. This is another Ewok. Did I already put him in here? Yes, I did. Cool. I'm gonna keep the Ewoks together too on here. Captain Phasma looks really good. Phasma looks really, really good, actually. I'm trying to keep these guys like in a good order. I'm trying to keep them in order here. I think we're doing okay so far. I think maybe like that. Maybe. Sure. Piet, I mean, it looks fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it inherently. I'll just put it near the top of the C tier. Plo Koon's looks so good. I don't know what it is. I'm a huge fan of Plo Koon's picture. It just looks so clean. It just looks so good. I'm just a huge fan of Plo Koon's picture in this game. Poe, you feel weird. Uncanny Valley. Uncanny Valley with Poe here, so we keep that in there. The probe droid is fine. I'm just putting the C tier. Kira, Uncanny Valley. Something's wrong with Kira. Wait, Qui-Gon? Is this Master Qui-Gon? Okay, well, I can't tell, so there you go. Is it normal Qui-Gon or Master Qui-Gon? I think this is normal Qui-Gon. I also can't tell you guys apart, which is that, so that's wonderful. Biggs looks awful. Awful. Biggs Darklighter looks awful now. And Wedge is fine. I guess. Rebel Pathfinder, I'm gonna put this with Wedge. It's fine, whatever. Resistance Pilot actually looks really good. Like, shockingly good. Resistance Pilot looks really good. I'm kind of sad how good they made Resistance Pilot look. Resistance Trooper as well. Oh my god. That's so good. This is such a good picture. I'm gonna put Resistance Trooper above Bastila. I'm also put you above Bastila. Maybe I need to move Bastila down a little bit. Maybe I'm overestimating Bastila. Maybe I'm slightly overdoing it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that for now, I guess. Rey, sure, it's whatever. It just kind of feels like it's painted. Like, it feels painted on. I don't know. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like it. I just don't like the rays. Like, the rays just look weird. They just look weird. It looks better than it did before. Before it would have been like F tier, but now it's D tier. So I guess that's something. That's an upgrade. Speaking of people that just look off, Tarkin just looks off. Like, this is just Uncanny Valley for Tarkin again. Poor guy. Just can't ever look right. It says Rogue One. This Lando picture also is pretty certain that's stolen. But continuing with what we're doing. Rose, I don't really care. It's whatever. Royal Guard, though. Royal Guard is at least A tier. Yeah, I'll put Royal Guard like there. He's got aura, bro. Shock T, it's a little much on the frame here. It's fine, but a little much. Sidious Uncanny Valley. I don't. It's probably what they were going for, but I don't like how he looks. Scion looks great though. Scion, I'm gonna put like near the top of B tier. It looks great. As well as Sith Assassin. I think this is Sith Assassin. Looks pretty good. I'll just put him in there. And then Sith Marauder though. This is at least A tier. I mean, this has got to be up here. Sith Assassin looks really good. I don't know. He looks really good. You know what? You know what? I'm putting it in S tier. It's such a good picture. Stap. It doesn't feel like it should be in this folder, but it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. T3M4. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Feels fine. Another Ewok repeat, I guess. I don't know why I have so many repeated Ewoks in here, but that's whatever. Another Chewie, I wouldn't really be able to tell apart. Vet Han feels like he broke his nose and then gained a lot of weight. This doesn't look like Han Solo. It doesn't look like Han Solo, but it's one of the better ones in D tier, so I'll put him in D tier, at the top of D tier. TIE Pilot, kind of hard to make out what I'm looking at here, but I mean, he looks good. I'll put him like bottom of B tier, I guess. Near the bottom of B tier. Treya looks great. Same spot in B tier. I'll put him in there. Cody looks great. I'm going to put Cody in like there in A tier. No, I'm actually putting an S tier. It's so good. It's such a good picture. I'm also going to move Phasma and First Order Stormtrooper into S tier as well. I think they look amazing. I'm going to move Moff Gideon into S tier. And I'm gonna move the Armorer into S tier. Yeah, we're gonna buff up the S tier a little bit. Now, I love these clones. They look great, but in game, we're just looking at the profile picture. It's a little hard to see who's who. Which I'm also just now realizing we don't have ARC Trooper on this list for some reason. I don't know why ARC Trooper's not on this list, but hey, sorry, don't shoot the messenger. I didn't make the profile pictures. Didn't we do Hermit Yoda already? We did do Hermit Yoda already. So there's another repeat. And another repeat with the Ewoks there. So we're getting close to the end here. This clone looks pretty solid. I think they did a good job with the Clone Sergeant. Put Clone Sergeant at like B tier. It's fine. It looks good. Death Trooper goes Death Trooper goes hard. I'm gonna put that in B tier. Visas Mar looks really good. It's also B tier. I hate putting everyone in B tier, but like it is pretty good. Range Trooper though, I love the Range Trooper design. I'm kind of like biased to it. I'm kind of biased to Range Trooper. It just looks so good. Shore Trooper looks pretty solid, but I feel like this is stolen, but I also don't know because they just added so much extra shading and lighting onto it. It's kind of hard to tell. So I'll put it in A tier because I can't tell. Snow Trooper looks fine, like nothing wrong with it. Stormtrooper, I actually really like the new Stormtrooper profile picture. I don't know what it is, but I really like it. Stormtrooper Han, Uncanny Valley, and the new Magma Trooper is just the Stormtrooper with a pauldron and a gun, and it's worse, so that's fine. And then the Tuskens. This is this the Chieftain? This is the Raider. I know the Shaman, and this is what? We also didn't get Warrior. Tusken Warrior's not on this list for some reason either, so whatever, I guess. But I guess at least I'm able to tell by looking at them. Actually, in game, I probably wouldn't be able to tell between these two Tusken Raiders. I wouldn't be able to tell between the Tusken Raiders in game. But the Shaman is just whatever. I don't really care. Ugnaught, it's fine. Veers, I actually kind of like Veers's. I think Veers did a good job with. Ventress looks pretty good. This is a definitely high B tier character. Wampa looks really good. I am a fan of it, but it's a little, feels a little painted, a little artificial, I suppose. I don't know how to phrase that. Wat Tambor, I mean, they've done a good job with this, but I feel like they just took the screenshot from the movie and then just painted over it. But I can't really tell. So, because they just lit it up a lot. So I'll put that in A tier. It looks really good. Grandmaster Yoda, Uncanny Valley looks a little weird, and the lighting on it's weird. Same thing with Zalbar. I'm not a fan of Zalbar. The lighting looks weird. The sword, the coloring on him, it's just off, man. It's just off. Zam Wessel, Uncanny Valley. I know there's a shapeshifter, but what the hell is that? And actually, I think that's the end of the list because we did the Ewoks already. So, all right. Well, if you look at this, this is my ranking, I suppose, of every Galaxy of Heroes profile picture. I'll probably put a link to this in the description if you're interested in trying this out. I think, well, this is most of the new profile pictures. Apparently, you know, ARC Trooper is not in here. Well, I don't know. One of the other ones wasn't in here. Or Tusken Warrior, that's what it was. Those two weren't in here for some reason, but this is most of the updated profile pictures. Again, this is just a subjective ranking. It only took me 45 minutes, so I hope you guys did enjoy this 45-minute long video of me ranking pictures. Now, I do want to address that I know that the stolen images still can look good. Like, I'd put Darth Revan S tier, I'd put Maul S tier, but a lot of them, it just feels cheap. Like, I just wish they made it themselves instead of just taking pictures. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see ya in the next video.